What happens when surfing meets the future? A new water sport is born, e-foil surfing. Ready to fly on the water for the first time? I turn to Republic Foil's owner and instructor, David Brewer.
These boards can get anywhere from up to about 25 miles an hour on the water.
You can't e-foil through a school zone with this thing.
No, you get a ticket for sure.
To get your board moving, all you need is this wireless Bluetooth controller. Pick a setting from 1 to 15 and lock it in before you ride. And don't worry, the controller comes with a failsafe that powers the board off if you fall, which I did. A lot.
How much life can you get out of these things?
Typically, you can get anywhere from 90 minutes to almost 2 hours.
Now, if you've ever been on a surf, snow, or skateboard, David says learning the e-foil will be that much easier, whether you're a seasoned surfer or not.
You definitely need your first lesson to be coached.
You'll start with learning your feet position, to learning to come up on your knees, to learning to stand, to finally learning how to fly.
There's a progression to it. It's a step-by-step thing. It's not everybody's going to get it right off the bat.
All the ways e-foil surfing is making a splash. It's art you can breathe life into, literally. Glass blowing. While most would call it an ancient technique, Phoenix Glass Center owner and master instructor Justin Daniels says,
it's like magic. You're taking this molten substance, you're melting it down, you're manipulating it.
More than just a 1,000-year-old craft, Justin says it can be a truly rewarding experience if you're willing to try.
What does it really require to be a glass blower?
It takes time and practice.
You're handling molten glass that's just over 2,000 degrees, so safety is vital, and so is the equipment you use. Bringing us to the toolkit.
Would you call this the glass blower's standard toolkit right here?
They are. These tools are used by every glass blower around the world.
These mad scientist-looking tools play a big role in turning your blob of glass into artwork.
Squeeze hard and cut.
Boom! Nailed it.
Proper blowing technique is really what makes your piece pop. After a quick break and some final touches, your piece goes into another furnace called the annealer, where you'll use your final tool, patience. Even though glass blowing may take years to master, just remember,
If you can breathe,
You can blow.
breathing life into your inner craftsman through glass blowing.
Whoa.
Welcome, Player One. You're now entering a live arcade game.
I feel like I'm in the Fifth Element. Is Bruce Willis in here?
While it looks like it could be the set of a movie, this is actually Bam Kazam, the first human-sized live arcade game that's tucked away in Scottsdale, Arizona. Created by the makers of Escape the Room, this interactive game is designed to suck you in, literally.
The key is, we're in an arcade, you're trying to control a character through a joystick and buttons. In our arcade, you are the character.
General Manager Jacob Redwood breaks it down, starting with the objective. Complete your mission.
I see why you need a team for this. Okay, I'm gonna be in here a while.
Using wristbands to enter each room, you'll have one chance to beat the level, or you'll have to start all over again. From being a burglar on top of a New York high-rise,
Whew. And this is why we don't skip leg day.
to exploring temples Indiana Jones style.
So each level is solved within 1 to 3 minutes.
And while that doesn't seem like a long time, you're given no rules or direction when you start your mission.
Learn what those rules are, and you learn, fortunately, by failing.
The physical and mental challenges involved are skill-based, and Jacob says every setback isn't a bad thing because
Eventually, those losses add up to understanding the game, eventually a victory.
no quarters or cheat codes needed for this arcade. Pressing start on a new way to game.
Made it! Roaring 20s Beauty is back with the modern twist. So we're turning to professional makeup artist Denise Black to help us travel back to the future through our face.
The 1920s economic boom made glitz and glam the standard, so makeup was back, Jack.
I personally love an intense smoky eye.
The 20s saw makeup become more affordable, but not more available. Using lipstick as blush was common, and now you're ready to paint the town red.
I think we're missing something.
Makeup trends that say, I am 20s, hear me roar. This is 8-year NFL safety Mark McMillan making big plays for the Eagles and Chiefs back in the day. And this is him today, whipping up barbecued fan favorites from burgers to wings.
Is grilling more of a science or more of a sport?
I would say for me, it's more of a sport. You know, I tackle grilling like I tackle playing football.
Mark's got a 3-step guide to grilling like a pro. Mark says, use what you like, but he has his own brand called Boom 3.0 inspired by football royalty, the late, great John Madden. The 3.0 is his jersey number 29, but rounded up.
Hey, the way I look at it is it's 2.9. You turn it up one more notch.
Bam.
I like that.
There you go.
Boom.
For these recipes, check out thelisttv.com. Nailing all 3 phases of the grilling game,
Boom.
pro style. There's a growing trend in communities across the country.
Let's see what we find out here.
They'll have you searching high and low. No, not another toilet paper shortage. We're talking scavenger hunts.
It's so much fun having that interaction and being around people, especially after this last year.
Absolutely.
Katie Dufort, owner of Puzzle Rides in Scottsdale, Arizona, says you'll discover all kinds of intangible treasure on your scavenger hunts.
Requires skills, so we're going to make you think.
Most scavenger hunts ask you to solve a puzzle or discover a clue.
We give you a clue box. You get to open it up and you have to figure out where your locations are.
While it's all in fun, it's a great workout for your brain, and everyone in the group learns from each other.
It's very fun to see who is the thinker, who sits back, who takes the lead.
If you'd like to reap the booty of scavenger hunting, hit us up on thelisttv.com for links to puzzle rides and other scavenger hunts across the country.
By delay, Hattie D. Jamal's here right now to help with a few apps.
We've all done it, sat down at our desk to get stuff done, but then we get a notification. And 45 minutes later, we've fallen down a rabbit hole of funny cat videos and bought a backup waffle maker.
Distracted or daydreaming during your sesh? Just hit the I'm distracted button every time to get stats on when you're distracted the most. That way you can really engross yourself into... I see what they did there.
There aren't many workouts you can just jump right into.
And run, and up, Karate Kid move. 1, 2, up.
But this workout is a little different. It's called Bungee Fitness, and Tough Lotus owner Cherry Pruitt says it's sure to take your fitness routine to new heights. The bungee can hold up to 400 pounds, and it may feel a little awkward at first.
So it is a skill. It's something that you have to build on. It's not something that you come in and you're going to be amazing at right away. You just have to love doing it.
While your feet may spend more time off the ground, it doesn't mean you're working out any less.
What kind of improvements can you actually see in yourself?
It's really great for endurance. So even athletes that are doing like endurance training and things like that, because 30 seconds on the bungee is like 2 minutes of cardio anywhere else.
What are some of the first things that you guys learn coming into class?
The first thing that you would learn would be our run.
Starting off, everything is broken down into steps.
Even dancers who have a lot of control of their body are used to being up and on their toes, so you have to keep your center of gravity low.
As you get more comfortable, new moves are introduced.
You're going to just lift those arms and legs, squirrel!
Some moves really firm in tone, and some moves really just make you feel like
I'm a star! Yes, and run again!
Consistency is key to feeling like Peter Pan in no time.
Peter Woo! Woo!
Helping you get your next workout off the ground with Bungee Fitness. Recreational marijuana is now legal in several states, but experts warn you to take modern Mary Jane seriously.
If we're comparing cannabis to maybe what my parents were consuming back in the 70s, it is far more potent.
Faye Powell, Director of Education and Training for Item 9 Labs, has a quick guide to buying and using factory-produced cannabis products.
When I hear sativa and the way that you describe it, almost sounds like a cup of coffee in the morning, and indica almost sounds like the chamomile tea at night.
Yes.
You can also choose a mix of both. These are called hybrids.
CBD is not going to get us high.
An increasing number of people depend on it for relief from a number of ailments. There's the traditional way of lighting up the flower itself. Then there's edibles, perfect for controlling exact dosage. And dosage, according to Faye, is the golden rule of cannabis.
The most important thing is to remember to use conservative test dosing.
Navigating the modern world of marijuana with a grown-up's guide to corporate cannabis. Throwing a bunch of stuff around to see what sticks isn't exactly how Webster's defines creativity, but that's exactly what you can do here.
A splatter room is a super fun room that you get to go into and throw paint around by flinging paint at a canvas and sometimes at each other.
Brooke Pope, Inspiration founder in Phoenix, Arizona, says the Splatter Room taps into your creativity, so I decided to give it a try.
If you really want to work that right side of the brain, being spontaneous and doing things in a different way is very important.
The best way to prevent creativity killers like overthinking is just to grab your goggles and say,
I'm going in.
Taking on a challenge without planning can help push us outside of our creative comfort zones.
You're invoking all your senses and you're doing something really hands-on.
Brooke says some of the best creative work comes when we stay out of our head.
That's when the magic happens. That's when that creative spark can really ignite.
Let your curiosity bring out your inner artist.
Now, this isn't a method they teach in art school, but the true artists, they know about it. All right, here we go. Give it a nice little dab.
There are no rules in the Splatter Room except have fun. And Brooke says the same rules apply to creativity. How to splatter a little more creativity in your world.
Art. That's art.
Noticing more fine lines, maybe some wrinkles that weren't there before. Well,
what if the fountain of youth was really just a plate?
According to research out of the University of Sydney, a healthy diet tops drugs when it comes to anti-aging.
The foods that you can eat, the ways that you can hydrate your body, the way that you can move all helps to regenerate tissue, make you look younger and feel healthier, and it all starts with your nutrition.
Lifetime fitness trainer and nutritionist Ashley Diachetes says we can slow down the aging process with the right foods.
Why are we turning specifically to the pomegranate?
Because of its antioxidant benefits. It really helps to keep those free radicals from really doing some damage.
Inflammation is a culprit in accelerating the aging process. The next food on our plate of youth, salmon.
So how easy is it to incorporate these type of foods into our everyday diet?
It's super easy.
Whether you toss some pomegranate seeds into your guac, toss some smoked salmon on your avocado toast, or toss your avocado in a smoothie.
I like to throw some collagen protein in with an avocado, some oat milk, maybe some berries, blend it all up, super delicious.
Sprinkle it, smoke it, or blend it. These are a few foods to help you eat your youth.
There are a lot of instruments you can learn out there, but the drums, they're a sound investment. Huh? That's why we came to East Valley Rocks to learn all about the benefits of drumming. But first, now that's better.
Ready to take on my first drum lesson, I turn to East Valley Rocks owner, Jeff Farner.
Everyone should get that sort of chance to learn to do music. It's just one of those things I think is like kind of it's a cornerstone of life.
Your mind has to focus on the count and your body has to execute the beat.
My left hand refuses to cooperate.
Only when mind and body work together can that music magic happen. And Jeff says the real benefit is not in just what you learn, but how you learn it.
The next step is they can sort of learn to teach themselves.
And over time, you don't just get better at drumming, you'll get better at how you learn.
Whenever you're ready. Here we go. Nice. Told you could do it.
Hey, I'm ready to go on tour. How have you seen the drums really shape your students?
A lot of times, the shy people, they gravitate towards the drums. And so you can see them sort of come out of their shell.
I know I definitely got a confidence boost. Learning to play can make you feel like a rock star both on and off the drums. Just a few reasons the drums can't be beat.
Great. Woo! Rock on!